And it made it. It made it. Hey everyone, it's Christine from American Rooted Flower Farm. So today we are going to plant up some potatoes that we got from the store. They are organic, and they started growing eyes on them. I didn't use them in time, and so I've done this before, and I'm going to cut them up so that the eyes, I'm going to cut them up so each piece has an eye on it, and I'm going to plant them, and they will grow. One year I actually just threw a bag of potatoes in the ground. Not the whole bag, but I mean I scattered the potatoes and buried them, and they grew. The wind. And so I know that this does work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them in a way so each eye is its own piece. Some of them are really close together, and so those will be one piece. So I'm just going to cut them. Some people say to let them, after you cut them, leave them for like 24 to 48 hours so that that raw spot can heal, and so it doesn't create any funguses or mildew or anything. But I found that they will do just fine. I mean, if we have so many that it's okay if some rot, it's okay. It's a big old eye on that one. We got some crazy weather in the forecast. We're finally going to get up to about 100 degrees. I think the forecast says like 98 degrees is the highest this week. And so that's kind of nice, but also not nice at the same time. This has got some good eyes on it. Each one of those eyes will grow into a plant if I didn't say it before. I'm just going to cut this whole bag, all of these eyes off, and then the pieces that I'm not using that don't really have eyes on them, I'm going to just throw off to the chickens. Even though the chickens are not, they're not huge fans of potatoes, I've noticed. Not my chickens, at least. My chickens don't like potatoes, they don't like broccoli, and they don't like strawberries. Those first few days of it being hot, are not, they're nice to be out in the sun because I enjoy the heat, but once it's been hot for like, you know, at least 2 weeks, then you can actually like swim. And so let's count how many we have. So this is what I've cut off of. This is what I have that don't have eyes on them, or at least not very clear visible eyes, not very strong eyes. And so I'm gonna throw these to the chickens because just because they won't eat it, it will still go into the soil and it'll make great, it'll turn into compost. Because I do pull soil out of the chicken coop in the winter time and in the fall and early spring. I pull it out and amend my beds with it. But let's see how many eyes we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 with multiple on it, 24 with many on it as well, 25, 26, 27 with a good one and a single one off the side. I forgot what count I was at, maybe 28, 27, 29, 30 with a couple of other eyes on it, but one solid, one strong eye, and another one with one strong eye and one little weaker eye. But yeah, so that's what we got. And I will throw these to the chickens or into the coop. Watch this. It didn't make it. It made it. And it made it. It made it. That made it. It made it. And that one made it as well. Okay, so I'm gonna just back these back up into the bag here that they came out of. It is a nice day today. It was colder this morning. It's nice and warm out right now. Oh, a backstory. So we are in Zone 9B in California, in the Central Valley, specifically in the San Joaquin Valley. And I run a flower farm in my backyard that I sell flowers on my roadside stand, and I also do markets. And then we are starting a U-Pick flower farm, 2 acres this year, and so you can follow along on that and what I'm doing in my garden if you like and subscribe, or if you just subscribe, not really like. All right, let's get over to the garden. Let's get to the back summer beds. This one, I just pulled a ranunculus out of it yesterday. I started to pick up the corms that I did not pick up yesterday, but so we're gonna plant in here. And I have to try to figure out a way to get set up the camera because, like, again I said I don't have a tripod. Watering system. I have this. Oh my gosh, what is this called? This is called soaker hose. I'm so bad with my words. This is a soaker hose, and so I just have this connected to a hose at the other end of my garden, and I think I have like 100 feet of this actually running to both of these beds right here. This is where I had my ranunculus. Last year we had our wildflower bed right here, and then after I took that out, I think it was just wildflower bed. Oh, I think then I planted zinnias. Maybe, I don't remember. But I've amended over the winter time and afternoon sun. When it gets to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the summertime, this bed gets this full sun from 2 o'clock until 7 p.m. I would probably be using a shovel, a full-size shovel, if I was, if I had a tripod that worked. I had one and then it broke, and so this, and so we don't have I don't have a tripod that actually like really works. It broke and then we fixed it, and so inches deep, at least 12 inches deep. And then as they grow and they sprout, when they get to be about 2 to 4 inches high, then you want to cover them again with some kind of mulch layering, a soft layering, whether it be straw, whether it be peat moss, whether it be coconut coir, just something soft you want to put on top of them, because that layer will actually grow the potatoes. So you want to dig as deep as you can, as much as convenient. You want to dig, but once they get to be 2 to 4 inches, then you want to get this out of the way. Then you want to cover them. Once they grow to be like 2 to 4 inches, then you want to cover them with a soft mulch layer, and then you want to let them grow to be another 2 to 4 inches, and then you want to cover them again, and you want to keep doing that, because every layer of mulch that you put on them is gonna be another layer of potatoes. And so because of what I'm working with here, I'm just digging about 4 inches down, and then as they grow, I'm gonna cover them with whatever I have on hand. And it will probably most likely be straw, alfalfa from the chicken coop, because it is so nutritious. It is so nutrient rich. But so right now I'm just digging the trench. You can't really see it too well, but I'm doing it right below the potatoes, like a soft growing environment, and you do it with the eyes facing up. And then I'm just going to cover them with about 2 to 4 inches of soil, which is just the soil that I've taken off the top of them. This is pretty healthy soil. It's got perlite in it, quite a bit of perlite. It's got horticultural charcoal. It's got peat moss. It's got straw from the chicken coop. Straw and alfalfa from the chicken coop. And I actually just buried the soaker hose, because why not? We get so hot in the summertime here. We get literally probably 0 rain between July and November, maybe even December. We will get like no rain. We have to rely on irrigation or some kind of watering system here in Zone 9B. So the reason why it's okay to cover my soaker hose is because we don't want the sun to absorb all of the water. If it gets into the dirt, into the soil, it's going to water down to your plants, to the roots of your plants, instead of reaching the sun first and being evaporated by the sun. So let me show you guys. So now I'm just going to cover them. With the soil that I pulled off the top of them, which is going to be about 4 inches of soil, 2 to 4 inches. And I am intentionally trying to cover the drip line, or not the drip line, at the soaker hose. I am able to run the soaker hose whenever I see fit. Whenever I notice that they might be a little dry, if they get a little wilty, then I will run the soaker hose. It's nice because I just turn the hose on and then I just at the outlet for the soaker hose, and it actually is a two-way splitter. And so I turn this so that instead of the hose going, the soaker hose will go. The soaker hose will go. And you can tell that the soaker hose is running. And let me turn the camera around so we can see it. The two-way splitter that I have on there. And then I have it running along here, around to the secret garden. And it comes out over here. And then goes along the chicken coop, the chicken run area. And then down into the bed.